living here, you know? Wake up at 7 o'clock and go shovel. My snowblower has not arrived yet. It's going to be arriving next week. So, good to get out here and manually do all this, which is not a huge deal because this is pretty somewhat fluffy slash wet snow. So this is better for a shovel anyway. So, good time. So after I got done shoveling and freezing my ass off, I came inside to make breakfast. On the weekends that I don't have my daughter, I like to do one meal a day. My favorite kind of food is breakfast slash brunch type items. So I went ahead and made some banana chocolate chip pancakes. I had a couple bananas that were starting to go bad, and I hate to waste food. So I, instead of making like banana bread, because I hate to bake, I just went ahead and made some pancakes. So normal flour tends to upset my stomach, so I try to find flour alternatives. I'm a huge fan of oat flour, and I like to make it myself at home with just some rolled oats, and you add salt to it. You throw in a blender, you get it nice and blended up. You're going to have some chunks or some flecks in there, but you want it to be mostly like a flour or like a milled consistency. And it's super easy to make. You can make a bunch at a time just to have it on hand, and like I said, I like to use it for pancakes. So after I get my oat flour all done up, I go ahead and I grab some salted butter. I'm going to sit up here and cut off a couple tablespoons, and then you're going to throw it in the microwave for about 20 to 30 seconds just to get it nice and melted. And then here I am coming in with the bananas. They aren't too bad looking, but I can guarantee you within a couple more days they would have been pretty brown. So I just wanted to go ahead and use them up. I just like to take like a whisk from like a hand blender and mix it up that way. I mean, a fork works just fine, but this is just how I mash things up. So I'm gonna mash it up, make sure you get it nice and smooth. I don't really like to have chunks because then the pancakes are not gonna cook evenly. Then once that's nice and mashed up, you're gonna go ahead and hit it with some ground cinnamon. I like fall flavors. I could not find my nutmeg for the life of me, so I just went ahead and used cinnamon. And then you're also gonna hit it with a little bit of maple syrup. Granted, you do have some sweetness coming through from the bananas, but you're going to want that syrup as well. Then you're going to go ahead and get that nice and mixed up. Don't worry about over mixing it. You want that to be nice and smooth so that way your batter isn't clumpy. So I'll go ahead and get the oat flour out of the blender, put it into a bowl. We're going to start assembling our batter. Don't ask me what the ratios are. I don't know. I just kind of cook and bake blindly. And then we're going to add our bananas to the flour. And then we're going to add 1 egg and a little bit of milk. If you find that your batter is too clumpy, you can go ahead and also add a little bit more milk. Or if you don't have milk, you can add water. So you're going to go ahead and make sure it's nice and mixed well. And then you're going to incorporate the two together. Make sure you get everything out. We don't want to waste anything. And then we're just going to do a little bit more mixing. And at the end, it should look like this. Almost spilled a little bit there. I didn't realize how runny it was, but I like it runny. So I'll go ahead and break out my griddle because I just want to get this done in one fell swoop. I don't feel like using the pan, so I go ahead and just clean it off with a little bit of water. And then I'm going to go ahead and oil up the griddle. I believe this is a cast iron griddle. Honestly, I should have oiled it up before I put it away, but it is what it is. So you can get that griddle nice and greased up like a little newborn pig. And then I love peppers and onions. I add it to pretty much everything, especially breakfast stuff. So I had a couple peppers. I had a red pepper and a yellow pepper. I'm leaving for vacation this upcoming week. So I am trying to use everything up that I can in my fridge. So this is kind of like a kitchen sink type breakfast. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything chopped up. Please do not make fun of my knife skills. I get very nervous recording. And honestly, I don't cook a whole lot anymore, so my knife skills are definitely lacking. I'm not going to lie about that. So once I get everything chopped up, don't judge me, but if you're from the Midwest, you've had Spam. And if you haven't, I feel so bad for you because Spam is so good. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of butter on the griddle. Yes, we did use oil to lubricate it, but I mean, you need butter. Butter makes everything better. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting the pancake batter on the griddle. I love using the griddle. It cooks everything so quickly. It cooks everything evenly, and you don't have to worry about a bunch of like pots and pans because you can literally cook everything just on this one surface. So we're gonna go ahead and scrape out all the batter. Looks like we're gonna get about 5 pancakes out of this, which is nice. I know I'm not gonna eat all these pancakes, so it'll probably be for tomorrow as well. And then we're gonna go ahead and put our chocolate chips in. I love chocolate chips. I rarely eat pancakes without them. They make everything better. I do like the 60%, so I don't like it super sweet, but you definitely want a little bit of chocolate coming through. So this next part, I did not film myself flipping the pancakes because my daughter had called, which is fine. I love talking to her. She was building a gingerbread house with her dad, so she wanted to show me that, so I took the time to call her back. And then I went back to cooking. I got the peppers, onions, and Spam on the griddle. I went ahead and seasoned up my eggs. And a little hack that I do is if I'm cooking anything on the griddle, I go ahead and I put stuff next to like that hole. It's supposed to be like the drain for the oil. I put stuff right there so that way all the egg doesn't just run down, because that egg is looking for any way out and it's gonna run down. You don't want to waste any eggs, so I just go ahead and plug that up. So we're gonna go ahead and get everything incorporated, and then I like to top it off with cheese. Cheese is just gonna make this, that much better. Push it over the top. Super savory. Go in for one last mix. Everything's looking good, smelling good, looking how it's supposed to. And then we have our finished results. I went ahead and plated it up. I like to add whipped cream to my pancakes. I have found some pumpkin spice whipped cream, and I added sriracha to the eggs, and then I sat down and I ate my breakfast, and I watched the 2-hour season finale of Bachelor in Paradise season 9. Awesome season. Hope you guys enjoyed my video.